Okay, next we're going to be looking at the natural minor scale that we just looked at, but what I'm going to do is combine the tapping technique, and I'm also going to combine the third position minor pentatonic that we looked at as well. So ascending, I'm going to be using the natural minor scale in the third position, and descending, I'm going to be using the third position minor pentatonic. So let me just play the lick so you can see what I mean. Okay, so we're going to start this on the 15th fret on the low E string, then hammer onto the 19th fret on the low E and then tap 24. Then skip over the A string, we're going to hammer on 16, 17, then tap 24 on the D string, pull off to 17, pull off to 16. So we've got... Then we're going to tap 24 on the A string, pull off to 19, pull off to 15. Then hammer on 19, tap 24. So, then we've got 16 to 17 on the G and then tap 24. So at slow tempo we've got this so far. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to play 16 on the D, hammer on 17 on the D and then play 24 on the D. Then we've got 17 on the B, hammer onto 20 on the B, then tap 24. Then pull off from 24 to 20 to 17 on the B string. So we've got... Then we're going to tap 24, pull off to 17, pull off to 16 on the G. Then hammer on 17 on the G and then tap 24. So we've got... Then we're going to have 17 to 19 on the high E and then tap 24 on the high E string. Okay, so far we've got this. Then we're going to tap 24, we're going to pull off from the tap on 24 to 19. Then we're going to do that again. So we've got... Okay, so after the second tap, 24, pull off to 19, then we're going to have this. So 19, pull off to 17, so we've got... Then we've got 20, pull off to 17 on the B string, hammer on 20, then tap 24, pull off to 20, pull off to 17. So we've got... Then we've got 19 on the G, pull off to 16, hammer on 19, tap 24, pull off to 19, pull off to 16. So we've got... Then we've got 19, pull off to 17, hammer on 19, tap 24 on the D, and then pull off to 19, pull off to 17. So we've got... Do the same thing on the A. Same frets, and then we've just got 24, tap on the low E, pull off to 19, pull off to 17. So the whole lick really slow should sound like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is play it to the backing track just so you can hear it in a musical context. So let's see how that sounds. Okay, for this next section I want to be taking a look at a passage which is going to involve using legato and tapping, and it's going to be using different scale shapes. It's basically sort of the same thing as what we've been looking at, but just on an extended basis. Now descending, I'm going to be using hammer-ons and pull-offs, and I'm going to be using the pentatonic scale, but I'm going to take the top half of it, or the top third of it, and then move it down in octaves. Then I'm going to take the first 6 notes of the natural minor scale, but I'm going to move that up in octaves using tapping. Let me just play the lick, and then as I go through it I'll explain it to you, and hopefully it will make sense. So here it is. Okay, starting with the downstroke, I'm going to play the 22nd fret on the high E string. Then with an upstroke after that, I'm going to play the 17th fret on the high E. Then hammer on 19, hammer on 22, pull off to 19, pull off to 17. So. If you just want to get used to the picking for that, then just, isolate those notes and just practice it on its own. Okay, so we're going to do that once. Then move to the B string and play 22 with the downstroke. Then pull off to 17 on the B, and then hammer on 20, 22, pull off to 20, then pull off to 17. Use the same picking technique again, so every time we change your string there's a down up, so like that. Okay, then we're going to move into the next octave lower, and we're literally going to repeat those notes again and the same pattern as well, but starting on the 19th fret on the G string this time. So with the downstroke, then 14 on the G with an up. Then hammer on 16, hammer on 19, pull off to 16, pull off to 14, so we've got this. Okay, so far we've got this. Okay, then again, using the same pattern, we're going to start on 19 on the D with a downstroke, 14 with an up. Then we're going to hammer on 17 on the D, 19, pull off to 17, pull off to 14 on the D. So far we've got this. Okay, then for the last octave, we're going to go to 17 on the A with a downstroke, then 12 on the A with an up. Then we've got 14, 17, hammer-ons, pull off to 14, pull off to 12. Then we've just got 15, pull off to 12 on the low E. Okay, now explaining a little bit about this pattern, it's derived from the third position pentatonic that we looked at. And we're using that top bit. But then what we're doing is we're tagging on the fourth position on the top. I know we haven't looked at that yet, but that just allows us to extend the third position out. So by doing that, we have to add the fourth position in there as well, which will be... So combining the two, it would look like that, but what's happening is we're using those middle notes, borrow from the third position and the fourth position as well. So the notes either side of those two middle ones are in third position and then fourth position. But then we're just using this pattern to literally just play over the octaves, so it, it adds a bit more kind of flavour to your playing. So with this pattern, you're kind of getting a bit more mileage out of the pentatonic scale, and with these kinds of patterns you can do that. Okay, going up, I'm using the first 6 notes of the natural minor scale we looked at in the third position, so a reminder of that position. Okay, and the first 6 notes would be this. But what we're going to do is we're going to continue that up in octaves, so play the same 6 notes here and the same 6 notes here. So, but what we're doing is we're sequencing that scale, and we're adding the third note on each string as a tap, so it can kind of flow a little bit easier. And again, it's another technique that you can add to your bow. So you're kind of going to do that sort of thing. So you've got hammer on from nowhere on the 15th fret on the low E string, and then hammer on to 17, and then tap 19. Slow tempo, this is how the lick's going to look. Okay, so 15 hammer on to 17 on the low E, tap 19 on the low E. Then on the A we've got the same thing. So then move to the D string, we've got 17, hammer on to 19 on the D, tap 21. Then the same on the G. So far we've got this. Okay, then what we're going to do is pull off from the tap on 21 on the G to 19, then pull off to 17. Then do the same thing on the D, so we've got 21, pull off to 19, pull off to 17, and then go back up again. So you're kind of doing this. So in the context of the whole lick, that's what it will look like in the middle. So. Okay, then we're going to move to the B string and play 20 to 22 on the B, tap 24, same on the high E string, and then back down again. So up and down. 20, 22, 24 on the B, 20, 22, tap 24 on the high E, then pull off from 24 to 22 to 20 on the high E, 24 to 22 to 20 on the B. Okay, so the whole lick slow again should sound like this. Okay, let's combine the two things at a slow tempo. Let's hear that, and then afterwards I'll play the lick over the backing track so you can hear it in a musical context. So here's the slow version. Now here's the lick up to tempo over the backing track.